Welcome to the channel. In this video, we're diving into the world of hidden treasures as we explore the four most expensive, even in good or worn condition. These seemingly ordinary coins could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars today. So before you spend that old coin, stick around because you might just be holding a fortune in your hands. Opening hook. Use this to start your video and grab viewers instantly. Picture this. You drop your coins into a tray, and among the dull, dirty clink you spot a battered, 12-sided 50-cent piece dated 2007, grimy, rubbed, maybe a little nicked around the rim. You feel the electricity. Could that ordinary, dirty coin be a secret ticket to a life you haven't imagined yet? Today I'm going to take you on a wild ride through the history, the secrets, and the jaw-dropping stories behind the 2007 Australian 50 cent, why most are worth only pocket change, why a tiny handful can attract collectors willing to pay hundreds or even thousands, and how you can spot the special ones hiding in plain sight. Short beat, then go into the next. A quick reality check. The 2007 50 cent with the standard coat of arms design was made as part of Australia's normal circulating coinage and is, by and large, an everyday coin. Most circulated pieces from that year trade for only a little above face value when sold in bulk or on casual marketplaces, and unremarkable examples commonly sell for only a few Australian dollars. Specialist proof or mint set pieces in pristine condition attract higher prices, but regular grubby coins are not automatically treasures. This is important to say up front because collectors prize rarity and specific minting oddities far more than mere age. But the world of error coins and low mintage commemoratives is where the drama happens. Over the years, collectors and dealers have identified 50-cent pieces with striking mistakes, doubling of letters, off-center strikes, irregular rims, and even coins struck on the wrong blank. Those mistakes transform an otherwise ordinary coin into a curiosity, and curiosity drives collector dollars. Some listing examples and auction records show that certain error pieces or rare uncirculated runs demand big premiums. In the marketplace you'll see modest premiums for common errors and very high prices for dramatic misstrikes or documented low mintage commemoratives. To understand why the dirty 2007 coin might still be valuable, we need to step back and breathe with the coin for a minute and look at what collectors actually want. Collectors don't buy dirt, they buy stories and certainties. A coin with visible doubling on the legend, a clipped planchet, or an unmistakable misalignment is evidence of a minting accident, physical proof of something rare that happened in a factory that normally cranks out identical pieces. Even when a coin is scratched or grimy, the mint error itself can remain glaringly visible, and that feature is what a collector will pay for. So a dirty surface does not doom a coin's value provided the error is clear, dramatic, and authenticated. Let me paint a picture of the kinds of errors to watch for and why they matter. A doubling error where letters, numbers, or parts of the design appear to have been struck twice with a slight offset is often obvious and visually exciting. It can add collectible value depending on rarity and clarity. A misstrike or wrong blank strike, for example, a 50-cent design struck on a smaller denomination blank by mistake, is much rarer and can be particularly valuable because those coins are typically pulled from production and melted down. The few that escape are chased by collectors. Off-center strikes and heavy die cracks produce coins that look unique, almost like miniature abstract art, and those are exactly the sort of things that get collectors reaching for their wallets. News and auction stories over recent years have highlighted such misstrikes and priced them far above face value. Now, what does that mean in raw numbers? For a normal circulated 2007 coat of arms 50C, typical sale prices on secondary markets are modest, commonly a couple of dollars up to perhaps $10, $20 if the coin is uncirculated and eye clean. Proof versions, mint sets, or graded mint state examples can reach noticeably higher prices. Proof coins graded by reputable services sometimes list for the low hundreds, and top condition examples for collectors have sold in the mid-hundreds. Meanwhile, bold error or misstrike listings have appeared with asking prices in the hundreds or, in very exceptional and well-documented cases, near the low thousands. That gap from pocket change to thousands is why every 50 cent in your jar deserves a second glance. A few real-world examples will ground this. Marketplace listings and auctions show ordinary circulated 2007 50C coins selling for under 10 Australian dollars, uncirculated roll or mint set coins often for under 10 Australian dollars, $20, certain graded proofs in exceptional condition fetching a few $100s, and at least some error coins and misstrikes listed or sold with asking prices hundreds to over 1,000 Australian dollars. There are eBay listings where sellers hope for big money for dramatic doubling and separate listings asking many hundreds or more for visually striking strike errors, though buyer willingness to pay depends on verification and collector interest. Remember, an asking price is not the same as a realized sale, but it signals what collectors will pay when rarity and documentation line up. So how should you handle a dirty 2,750 cent you think might be special? First, don't clean it. Cleaning normally destroys originality and severely reduces market value. Second, examine it under a magnifier and good light. Look for doubled letters, misaligned rims, odd raised edges, chunks of design that look out of place, or evidence that the coin was struck on the wrong blank. Take sharp photos from several angles, including close-ups of any suspicious areas. If the error looks dramatic, consider getting an opinion from a reputable numismatist or submitting it to a grading or authentication service. A certificate significantly improves buyer confidence and a coin's market value. Finally, when selling, use specialist auction houses or dealer forums where collectors search for errors. General classifieds rarely attract the right audience. News outlets and numismatic authorities often advise people across Australia to check pockets and change precisely because such valuable errors still surface in circulation. Let's put the 2007 coin briefly into historical context so viewers understand its place in the story of Australian decimal coinage. Australia introduced decimal currency in 1966, and the 50-cent coin has a famous history. The original round silver 50 was issued in 1966 but was quickly withdrawn because the silver content made it worth more in metal than face value. The modern, 12-sided copper-nickel 50 cent with the Commonwealth coat of arms then became the durable workhorse of the series. Across decades that followed, occasional commemorative designs and occasional minting anomalies have kept collectors interested. The 2007 coat of arms pieces are part of that long narrative, largely common in circulation, occasionally packaged as mint sets or proofs, and sometimes surprising us with the odd error that escaped quality control. That long continuity is what gives even common coins the potential to surprise.